Hello, everyone. I know that I am about 3 minutes out from starting this live session on social media updates for the week ending the 10th of June. But I am on here a little bit earlier for a few reasons. The one is that if you are coming in to listen to the live sessions, it would be great if you can put in the chat that you are here, where you're from, and that you can hear me loud and clear. So that's the first reason. And of course, I'd love to hear where are you calling in from? So are you Australia, New Zealand, America, USA, Canada, Europe, South Africa? I'd love to hear. But we've got some really, really big changes that are happening specifically on LinkedIn this week. So we are going to be looking at a few good changes for LinkedIn. But if you hang out with me for the next 2 minutes, I will definitely not disappoint you with the changes. So there are changes that we're going to be talking about today for LinkedIn. There are changes, minor changes for Twitter. There are a few changes on TikTok. There's some interesting changes for Instagram. And of course, there are a few changes even for WhatsApp. And we will have a quick look at what's happening on Clubhouse as well. So if you are here, if you're around and you are able to come and join this live session, welcome. As I said, we're going to be starting in about 2 minutes, but if you are here, please tell me that you're here. Put your name in the chat. Tell me where you're from, and I'd love to hear from you. And then, of course, if you've got any questions as I go through the updates, you're welcome to ask those questions as well. So I'm just going to hang out for another minute and then we will get started. Oh, and if you do come in on the replay, because I know sometimes the time is difficult for some people, but they do want to listen to these replays. If you do come in on the replay, please hashtag replay. And definitely put your name and where you're from in the comments and tell me which of the updates are your most favorite, or which ones are you looking forward to, and which ones would you like to debate about, and so definitely let me know. All right, with that said, we are just about ready to get started with all the social media updates, so let me know if you're here. And I'm going to get going with these social media updates. So hi, everyone. My name is Winita Z. I am with the Online Business Academy, and we're bringing you social media updates for the week ending of the 10th of June, which is today in Australia. I know some parts of the world it's still only the 9th. But there are quite a few updates to go through. It will be quick, probably about 10 or 15 minutes. Definitely let me know that you're here in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. Hi, Thomas. Nice to see you. So let's get going with all these amazing updates. So firstly, one of the updates in terms of, and let me start a little bit with TikTok, I think. So when we look at TikTok as a platform, there's a few things that are happening on TikTok. And one of those things are, and I will just share the screen with you, is that TikTok is going to be launching avatars, so TikTok avatars. And so what they want to do is they want you to express yourself through TikTok avatars. So you can see over here that they're telling you that they have formed an alliance, and you will now have a library with longer videos, and there are more ways to make your creativity shine on TikTok. So if you aren't on TikTok, or you're still thinking about getting on TikTok, or you are a little bit shy to put your face out there, you can now use the avatars on TikTok. So that is a big change, or big. So have a look at that. Then, of course, with TikTok, there's a new feature, and this has just been announced recently, is that TikTok are going to be rolling out a new feature to stop your scroll time. Which I don't know if that's counterintuitive for TikTok, but I think that is part of their policies and part of working in with helping people on apps to have a look at screen time. So they will be putting a new feature in to help you with your scrolling. Okay, let's get started with Instagram Reels. So Instagram Reels at the moment, what they're doing is they are going to be adding a feature which is the voice to text on Reels, so that you don't have to type anymore. You can just text, do a voice to text on Reels, which should make it pretty easy for you. And then Instagram this week have also added the new option to pin posts to your profile. So if you've seen that, that's great. And if you've tried it, that's great. It is an option, obviously, that's been on Facebook for a while. But of course, now Instagram are allowing you to pin a post on your profile. All right. Some other changes to Instagram, just so that you're aware of them. Let's have a look. So with Instagram, they are working on the ability for audio and video calls from the desktop website. So they are looking at how you can make those audio calls from desktop. That's not out yet, but it is being worked on. And of course, they are working on updating the audience settings for Instagram posts to share to Facebook. So they're also working on live video only to close friends. So those are a few of the other changes to Instagram. And of course, our lovely Twitter, there's been a few little changes. Well, quite a significant change for the accessibility market for Twitter. And what Twitter are doing is, and I will just share my screen with you so that you can have a look and see. Now let me just pull that up for you. So, and I apologize because I'm just getting this up so that you can have a look at the screen. So what Twitter are doing, and if you have a look here, is they're telling you that you can, that's Instagram. Let's get Twitter up here. They're introducing the new accessibility section for audio charts. So that includes audio chart features, which allow visually impaired people to listen to charts. And they do that by translating numbers to pitch sounds as well as a written description of the chart. And if you are looking for it, you can go and have a look for this lovely gentleman, Julius Elias Son, on Twitter, and there is a demo in the thread. Okay, so that is what is happening with Twitter at the moment. Now let's get on to LinkedIn, because LinkedIn have got a few amazing changes, and I hope that those changes are changes that you are going to be or definitely be looking at. So let's have a look at some of those changes. So the first change for the very first change that I really want to go through, which has just been announced this morning, as far as I'm aware, or announced late yesterday, early this morning, and that is that LinkedIn is rolling out audio apps for the audio app for anybody with the creator mode. So anybody that has the creator mode on, they are rolling out audio apps. So let me show you what that looks like for you. So the wonderful Karen Baruch, if you have a look, and you'll see here, she says that they are expanding audio events access to even more creators. So they are expanding the audio events hosting access to anyone who has creator mode turned on and meets our community policies of being a trustworthy, safe, and professional provider of content. So for those of you that have creator mode on and you are a one of the community that is trustworthy, that all my friends and everyone on here are, you will definitely have the option of audio. And if you've been on Clubhouse, it should be pretty easy for you. But if you haven't, please reach out and we'll be happy to help you with that. All right. Another thing that's been happening is LinkedIn is highlighting a URL in your profile header. So let me just show you what that looks like, because Karen has, I hope I'm saying it right, Karen has definitely also highlighted, though, if I take you back, let's go here, and you will see that there's the highlighting a URL in your profile header. So we heard from many creators that increasing visibility for a personal website, event, or portfolio is priority. So with creator mode now, you can add a link to the top of your profile so that audiences can learn more about you. So that's just a little bit about how you do it. So she's showing you the website link text. And if you open it up, at the very top of your profile, that is where that link will go. So please have a look and see if you've got that feature rolled out. And hopefully you do. And that it is something that you use for yourself to get out there into the market. Or another LinkedIn, they are also LinkedIn is adding product lists onto profiles. So if you are if you have any products or anything like that, you can get your product listings onto LinkedIn profiles. And that's an absolutely amazing change if you are wanting to get out into the market with your products. So just having a look over here. This is from Social Media Today. They published this 2 days ago. As I said, these are the changes for the week. So just to show you what that looks like, they're adding new product showcase elements onto user profiles. So you can highlight specific products and projects that have been worked on in different roles. And it's also updating its newsletter functionality with some additional connection features. So first off, the product listing, and then you'll be able to add products that you've worked on as a sub-element in your experience listings. So that is a little bit of the example screens. If you want to have a look at this in more detail, go and have a look at socialmediatoday.com, and you should be able to pick that up. And lastly, in terms of the news for LinkedIn, things in terms of business manager that has happened. So for all of you, if you might have had a look where you invite people to business manager, so you have always had the option of having 100 people to invite a month. LinkedIn has officially kicked that up to 250. We tested it yesterday on quite a few accounts. It doesn't matter what the number is on your LinkedIn business page. It now has rolled out to 250 connections or people that you can invite to your business page. So make use of that. Definitely use that and get yourself out there. Get people to your page. LinkedIn are obviously getting quite serious about business pages. And the reason why I say that is because this is the next change that is happening, and LinkedIn is rolling out Business Manager over the coming weeks. And so let me show you what that looks like. So let's just see here. And I'll do a screen capture of my look like for you. So just give me a second and I will pull on my screen. There we go. So LinkedIn is rolling out. Let me just see if I can make that. Oh, no, it's making it smaller. Let's go bigger here. Okay. LinkedIn is rolling out Business Manager. This is from Search Engine Land. And if you have a look, so they have been testing it out. It's a centralized platform. It's pretty similar for those of you that are on Facebook and you have Business Manager on Facebook. It's obviously a pretty similar concept, but will be a little bit different from what I can see. You'll be able to have everything consolidated into one, pretty much like Facebook. So you'll have your ad accounts there, your employees, employers, anybody that's worked for your company, and it will be visible for you to manage from there. I'm hoping, and it doesn't say that in here, but I'm hoping that there will be the ability as well to be able to schedule posts from Business Manager. That would be a pretty awesome feature if that is possible. So that is another change in terms of LinkedIn. All right, a few little other things that you need to be aware of. So here up for the week. So one of the updates, there's something that rolled out about Clubhouse, and Clubhouse has done a whole reshuffle with their teams. Some of the key players have left, and that has caused people to wonder whether Clubhouse is going to be sticking around. We actually had an amazing conversation yesterday. I joined a room on Clubhouse. The title was Clubhouse is Dead. And I was intrigued. I joined the room, was made a main mod in the room, and actually ended up modding the room. But I joined it after it had been running for 7 hours. And while I was in the room, just about everybody that came up to the stage felt that Clubhouse was not dead and that they had really made some amazing connections. My good friend Cindy Lou Miller, who is a Clubhouse expert, also pointed out to say, remember that we are coming out of, pandemic, and we are bigger in terms of rooms. Therefore, the rooms might be smaller because people have more diversification. People have more rooms to go to. When Clubhouse launched a year ago, there were only a few thousand rooms. Now there are thousands of rooms every day. And so people do have more options. That means that the rooms become smaller, but it also means that the connections get better. So don't give up on Clubhouse. I think the only time that we'll see if the app does ever fade away is obviously if they cannot sustain their funding or cannot find a way to fund themselves. So that is as far as Clubhouse is concerned. A few little other changes that you might want to know about. So just in terms of WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is working on the ability to export your WhatsApp backups from Google Drive to so for a future update, and it is releasing the ability to rename linked devices, businesses, so that when you use the latest version of WhatsApp, you can now rename the linked devices, which is really, really great. There are quite a few other changes for iOS 16, but the biggest change that I would say in terms of iOS 16 is that it's going to be trying to find and delete duplicate photos that are clogging up your library. So that is going to be interesting to see that they do find those duplicate photos. All right, wow. That is about it. So we've covered everything from TikTok to Instagram, Facebook, we've covered Clubhouse, we've covered all the changes that are happening on LinkedIn. Those are probably the most significant at the moment. So if you have come on and you've missed them, just go back and listen. If you are on here, please tell me that you're here, where you're from, and Money on the Go. Hey, see you. And I'd love to hear from you. And if you do want to book a 15-minute session, you can do that on Calendly under Juanita Z. But please do keep that. And with that said, ciao for now and enjoy your weekend. Goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And we're ending the live.